Un, deux, trois, hey, darling boy, you really make me wanna vomit.
Well, I edited up YouTube videos. I started a YouTube account, the podcast account. It's on podbean.com, Headliners with Dusty and Tim. You guys can find us there. We have a Facebook page now. You should go like it right away and start interacting with us, telling us what you want to see, what you want to hear. Bands that are interested in coming on. Maybe bands you've heard of from around the area that you think would be fun for us to sit down and talk to.
Yeah, I'm really stoked about that.
Yeah, that's something we really want to do. Just because it's fun to get people's perspectives on things, you know?
Yeah, it is. And speaking of my buddy Jesse that really seemed to like the podcast last week, did you see that little Facebook thing I put on the Facebook page?
Yeah, about being closer to Milwaukee.
Yeah, so thank you to all of you fact checkers and straight shooters out there. I wanted to correct myself and say that I purposely say the Chicago area because it's a huge pain in the ass to explain where I'm from. So it's easy for, like, if you're in the Northwest and you live in Spokane, you just go, yeah, I'm from Spokane, and everybody kind of knows it's the second biggest city in Washington, and you know we're on the eastern side and way far away from the West Coast. When I say I'm from Beloit, Wisconsin, they're like, oh, I've never heard of that before. Where's that? And then I have to go, it's south of Green Bay and north of the Chicago area and all that kind of shit. So it's a huge pain in the ass. I was born and raised in Beloit, Wisconsin. Thank you, Jesse, for calling me out on my bullshit.
I feel like you would own Milwaukee, though, because you know who's from Milwaukee.
A lot of people are from Milwaukee.
Yeah, but on the topic we were talking about earlier this week, the serial killer topic.
Oh, yeah. Dahmer?
Jeffrey Dahmer's from Milwaukee.
There's a lot of pieces of shit from Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Aaron Rodgers?
Fuck that guy. Oh my God, fuck that guy.
I don't think he's from Wisconsin.
He's not, no. But anyhow, where we talk, I don't want to do a serial killer thing this week.
No, I know.
So there's
foreshadowing, right?
There are plans for. I talked to Kyle, the guitar player from my band Wasted Breath. If it's okay with you, he would like to come and sit at this really tiny table.
He can sit between us.
And he wants to talk about the band and his musical influences and what we're up to. And I just joined the last year and a half, but they've been Kyle and Gary have been playing together for about 10 years.
Yeah.
So they have a lot of stories, and I figured we could have him come on.
Yeah.
And then we could talk about serial killers.
Absolutely. I would love to do nothing more than talk about serial killers with
Nice.
With the two of you.
Great. So I would eventually also like to have maybe Rob or Ethan or Joel or somebody come on from your band.
Definitely.
So,
and again, any other bands out there that you know of that we could maybe convince to come hang out with us for an hour or two and bullshit
not 2
with?
hours. I don't have the attention span for any of that shit.
For an hour.
Okay, that's good. I can do that. Speaking of not wanting to go out of my way for social situations, so I'm very outgoing usually.
Yeah.
There are a lot of times where, when it comes to the band, I know there's business that has to be done, right? But getting myself motivated to do that is really fucking hard.
Like the tickets yesterday?
Yes. So, for instance, let's say, a venue's like, hey, here's some tickets, go, sell these and whatever. I do want to promote the band. I want to get as many people out to shows as possible. But then automatically people who know you are like, well, just stop by the house.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how about I just, no. How about I come to you, where are you, and I will drive across town.
You're in a weird place, too, because the two of you are very friendly. So...
Me and who's the number 2?
The curly-headed one.
Oh, yeah. She's very nice.
So it sees like people are always over here.
They are, yeah. We have a pretty open door policy when it comes to the house. But... And I want people to feel welcome in the house. You can you're like family to us, you know what I mean? Like, you can show up anytime. But it's like somebody who I don't talk to all the fucking time, and they're like, oh, yeah, I'll just come by the house. I know I've said it before, and I mean it, that it's an open door thing, and stop by anytime you want. But sometimes it's like, I just don't want to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I had to lie today. So Chase is gonna
Good job,
see
Dusty.
this. Yeah.
You're admitting to it on camera. That's a terrible idea.
I had to lie to Chase today, and he's like, oh, I'll just come by your house and check out your drums. And I'm like, oh, it's going to be like a whole fucking thing. And, you know, I had a whole day of work, and I just want to come home, and I want to drink my beer and do the podcast and go to bed. So I was like, no, I got to work late. I didn't have to fucking work late, Chase. I apologize.
What a dick.
Yeah, but then I drove all the way up to his house and didn't sell him the ticket anyways.